In the coming days, possibly by the end of this week, we will know President Trump's fate and that of this country. I say this country because if Trump is found guilty on these criminal charges, it will be a damning indictment on our judicial system. Lady Justice, she has a blindfold on for a reason. Equal justice for all, regardless of whom you are. In one hand, she holds scales representing the impartiality of the court's decisions. In the other, a sword symbolizing the power justice wields. But from the onset of Trump's criminal case, the prosecution's motive has never been by the people, but by the Democrat Party. Had President Trump simply gone off golfing into the sunset, continued to enjoy his beautiful family, instead of running for the highest office in the land again, he wouldn't currently be facing 34 criminal charges for allegedly falsifying business records, which could put him behind bars for life. The alleged hush money payment by convicted liar Michael Cohen happened back in 2016. The porn actress Stormy Daniels claims the affair happened in 2006. So why did they wait until now to go after Trump? Why did the feds refuse to even take up the case? And why did radically left Democrat District Attorney Alvin Bragg take up the torch to attempt to eviscerate and destroy President Trump instead? With closing arguments set to happen tomorrow, analysts from all sides of the political spectrum say that the prosecution has thus far not proven its case beyond a reasonable doubt.
Alvin Bragg's team was supposed to present some evidence of an underlying crime that Donald Trump allegedly tried to conceal or commit. There has been no evidence of a predicate crime.
I have yet to see a shred of evidence that Donald Trump has committed any crime.
And the irony of course, is that he hasn't committed any crime when the indictment that starts the whole case is supposed to outline a crime. And you read the indictment, and the indictment doesn't state what the crime is.
I just don't understand how this case has gotten to this point. You know, it does start to look like President Trump, who does tend to exaggerate occasionally, is right. This is election interference designed solely to keep him off the campaign trail.
Trump's attorney Will Scharf also said on my show Sunday Agenda yesterday that if anyone is a victim in this case, it's actually President Trump.
Look, we've been at this show trial for weeks and weeks now. The only crimes that have been proven in court are crimes committed against President Trump by people like Michael Cohen. There's absolutely no evidence that President Trump did anything wrong. I think any fair jury would swiftly acquit the president. Any fair judge would issue a directed verdict and dismiss this case altogether. It's absolutely outrageous.
So outrageous, the fact that Michael Cohen, Trump's former attorney, admitted on the stand that he stole $60,000 from the Trump organization. He was caught in multiple lies as well. Daniels got paid because it was give me money or else I talk, which could be construed as extortion. Then there was Cohen's former attorney, Robert Costello, who testified for the defense that Cohen repeatedly told him that Trump had nothing to do with the so-called $130,000 hush money payment. In any other state, with any other judge, we'd say case closed, right? Not guilty. But if anything has taught us in these past 6 weeks of this criminal trial, nothing is certain. Judge Juan Merchan treated Costello with contempt, clearing the courtroom several times. And it is this same judge who will be instrumental in determining whether or not Trump is found guilty. Judge Juan Merchan will be the one instructing the jury. He'll be giving them the legal roadmap for them to follow on how to interpret the law relevant to this case before they begin their deliberations. Will Trump hater attorney George Conway be right in his belief that Trump's only chance at an acquittal will be a hung jury?
But all the defense has to do is convince one juror to hang the group. I don't think they can get an acquittal. I don't think they're going to get 12 votes unanimously to acquit him. I think their best shot, and that's what they're going to do, is hope that there's just some person on the jury who just refuses to convict. But again, I think that's going to be really, really hard.
Really hard, but it's not impossible. I still believe in our justice system. I still believe in what Lady Justice stands for. I still have hope that there will be at least one person on that jury who will have the courage, the fortitude to do the right thing simply because it is right.